Once upon a time, high above the mountains, in a bright blue sky, floated a small gray cloud named Cleo. While other clouds laughed and danced and played in the wind, Cleo just floated quietly, sad and heavy. One day, Cleo looked down at the world below. She saw a beautiful green valley with tall trees and sparkling rivers and lots of little flowers. All the plants and trees waved to Cleo as the wind floated by, and Cleo waved back. For a while, Cleo was happy just floating among the other clouds, watching the world below. But then the sun began to set, the sky grew dark, and all the clouds disappeared except for Cleo. And she felt sad again. "Cleo, I don't want to rain. I don't want to feel anything." So Cleo just floated there all alone, trying not to feel anything at all. But as she floated, she began to cry. She cried and cried and cried, and her tears fell to the ground below, making rivers and plants and flowers grow. The wind whispered, "Let it out, Cleo. It's okay to feel." And deep inside, Cleo knew the wind was right. She shouldn't hold her feelings in. She should let them out. At first, Cleo tried to hold in her feelings. She squeezed herself into a tiny ball, but that didn't work. So Cleo let out a big sob, and with that, she burst into a huge rainstorm. She rained and she rained and she rained, and the whole valley below was flooded. But something amazing happened. The flowers began to bloom. The trees stood taller. The thirsty earth smiled up at Cleo, and all the plants and animals drank her rain and grew big and strong. A little flower said, "Thank you, Cleo. We needed your rain." Then Cleo felt lighter. She smiled for the first time in a long time. And way up high, a beautiful rainbow appeared. Cleo laughed and danced in the wind with all the other clouds. And they all lived happily ever after. From that day on, Cleo didn't hide her feelings. She learned that every emotion has a purpose. Sometimes feelings make us feel bad, but sometimes they help the world grow. The end.